right there. Here, I'm gonna sit in between you two.
Yeah. So it makes you look a little more ghost shaped.
Flat.
It stays kind of white, but
Yeah, we guys saw some dolphins at the beach yesterday.
Welcome in, everyone. We're going to be doing a zoo live stream for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. There'll be 3 shows, and then after the shows, we'll walk around once, then we're going to get out of here.
yeah, be careful with the.
Welcome in, Jeremy. Also, I can't really get to my second phone, so thank you for the intro, but unfortunately, we're not able to pin that right now. But I'll pin it at Universal when we go. That won't be easier.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, how are we all doing this morning? Good? That's great. Well, I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Indy? I'm doing amazing, and your day is about to get even better because today we are going to go on a super fun, amazing, exciting, and daring adventure to find hidden treasure in the jungle, and it's going to be the super dark, secret temple. We are gonna go into the jungle, find this temple, find this treasure, and get gold or diamonds or money. Money sounds great. I don't know about you guys, but I would love some new jewelry. So, you guys are in luck. My name is Indy, and I'm the best adventurer you're ever gonna meet. I have climbed the highest of mountains, trekked through the driest of deserts, fighting snakes and alligators, all to find mysterious and hidden treasure across the entire world. I'm Joe and Tay, and I'm Joe. Yeah. We will meet you all in the jungle. We are going to grab our gear. We will see you all there. We're going to grab our gear. We're going to be right back, guys. We're going to find that treasure.
Too many traps right here. So all we're going to do is into the jungle.
Wow, welcome to the jungle, everybody. Yeah, this is such a beautiful jungle. Look at all these very high treetops. It's also green and colorful. And you know, I feel like with all these trees, there's got to be a bird or something. Oh, there is a bird. Joe, look. Wow, that's a very beautiful bird, actually. It's so big. You know, I think this is a macaw. Yeah, not just any caw, but a blue and yellow macaw. Wow, these colors are so bright and beautiful. Yeah, you know, with a coloration like that, you think they wouldn't last very long, right? They're very visible. Like, look at that. They're such bright colors. If I was wearing those colors, I think you guys see me pretty well. You definitely stand out, Joe. But this is actually very helpful to them because they live in flocks of many members of this bird. And so when they all fly together in a big flock, you can't pick a single one out. So this protects them from predators because the predator isn't going to know where one bird starts and one bird ends and doesn't know where to go. So this is very helpful for them. So their color is like camouflage? Exactly. But it does the opposite. So instead of blending into their environment, their bright colors help them stay safe. Yeah. You know, I think if we all want to try, but be careful of our neighbors and try to fly like a bird, pretend that we're a bird, and we're flying around. If we were with our flock, I think we'd be pretty safe. Yeah. Look at that beak, Joe. That is a really big beak. You're right. You know, I think of that beak. That must have a very strong jaw, right? Yeah, you're right. Their jaw is so strong they can crack open really tough nuts like a walnut or a Brazil nut. Yeah, and you know, I even heard that these guys can break a broomstick in half. A broomstick? Yeah, that's really tough.
It's like the perfect audience.
What?
And you know, I think they actually have something pretty unique. See how he's gripping onto that tree branch there? Yeah, how is he able to hold on so well? You know, they get macaws and most other birds have this very unique beak, and that's called, it's a very very big word, so I want you guys to say this with me. Zygodactylus. Zygodactylus. So they have zygodactylus feet, which means they have 2 toes in the front, 2 toes in the bottom, and they close around branches like this.
Wow, so that must be really helpful. So like you can grip onto branches and grab some food, but it looks like this bird is about to fly off right now.
Yeah, such a cool bird. You know, if I had toes like, if I tried to hang onto a tree branch like that, I think I'd just fall off.
I think you'd fall on your head, Joe.
Yeah, I don't have toes on the back of my foot. That'd be kind of weird.
That would be weird. Okay,
Yeah.
Joe, take out the map. Let's see where we are.
You know, I'm like super good at reading this map, Indy. So we have to be like close to the temple,
I
right?
know we're walking so far. Wait. Joe! Oh my god. Everybody, Joe has been reading the map wrong. Upside down, leading us probably in the wrong direction. We don't even know where we are.
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm really good at just kind of following my instinct.
Give me that. Okay, everyone. I would like us all to stand up, and we're going to march in place as we keep trying to find this temple. And we're marching. And we're marching. And we're marching.
But I'm super close. We have to be close to the temple. I mean, surely we're not that far off, right?
Where's the temple? Do you guys see the temple?
Yeah, we're on the road.
Oh my gosh, we got to the temple. Good job, everybody.
It's right there. That's awesome. So now we're all gonna sit. We're all gonna sit. I mean, if the temple's here, that means the treasure has to be inside. We're so ready to get the treasure, right?
We ready to go inside the temple?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cool. Wait, it looks like
There's something blocking the way. Hold
blocking
up.
the way at the temple.
Joe, get back.
Yeah, we should get
We don't
back.
know what
We don't
this
know what
is.
that is. But it looks really big. Yeah, it's
Kind of slow.
Yeah, big and slow. And it's making a lot of
Grunting noises.
That's a pig.
A pig out in the jungle.
Yeah, a pot-bellied pig. That actually isn't too unusual. Pigs are omnivores, and they have teeth. The wild, they have these teeth, and they like to push their snout under tree roots, and they like to dig up the ground and get to this tasty tree roots. Do you guys like eating your vegetables and tree roots, like carrots? Yeah, you guys like your carrots?
Roots right on there?
Yeah,
Roots,
I don't like carrots.
You don't like carrots, Joe?
No.
But your eyesight, Joe. Eat your carrots.
I mean, I think my eyesight's pretty cool. See how well I read that map.
Oh my gosh, it takes forever.
Well, I've heard that these guys actually have a really good sense of smell. Their eyesight isn't too good. So, that means that they can smell you guys from over here. So this pig can tell who showered today.
Oh, you guys are too smelly. That's why it doesn't.
Has anyone showered today?
Maybe step back and he did it. We don't want this pig to tell us who showered and who did it.
Maybe.
You're as clean as a potato in the shower.
Just standing there blocking the temple. I don't know if we're gonna get in. Maybe there's like another entrance or something.
Maybe. Or maybe do you think she can be lured away? Some of her favorite treats. Because it doesn't look like she wants to move.
Well, let's try to look around the temple.
Yeah. Maybe we can find another entrance. Yeah, let's try to find another entrance.
Here's one, Joe.
Oh! There's another entrance.
Okay.
Wait, it actually looks like the apple's moving out the way, guys.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So, well, now that she's gone, that means that we can actually go into the temple now.
Okay, finally. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, are we ready to find some treasure?
We're gonna go inside and we're gonna go through the dark, mysterious temple and we're gonna find the treasure.
Yeah, we're gonna get the treasure. It's gonna be so cool. Okay, we are gonna grab our flashlights. It's gonna be super dark and scary in there, but we're gonna be right back.
All right, we will meet you in the temple.
What is that?
Yeah.
Into the temple.
That's right.
What's that? From the temple.
Be careful, everyone. It's super dark in here.
I think with my really good eyesight, I'll be fine. Whoa!
Oh my God, Joe! I just said we have to Well, I guess because they're both reptiles.
Yeah. Look at that long forked tongue.
I think he's smelling you guys.
Really? So he's not being rude?
Yeah, he's just taking a good smell. So he could also tell who showered. Very dangerous out here if he didn't shower.
Yeah. Do we all want to try to smell with our tongues?
Let's all stick out our tongues and try to smell just like this Tegu.
Stick your tongue to the left. Stick it to the right.
Did you smell your neighbors? Who's a reptile and can smell their neighbors? Raise your
Right,
hand.
raise your hand if you can smell your neighbors.
Wow.
Really? You
Got
guys, yeah.
a lot of reptiles in our tour today.
Yeah, a lot of reptiles in our audience. Yeah, and you know what? Look at this guy's coloration.
He's so pretty.
You know, I heard that when these guys are little babies, they actually change colors. So his color is actually green and brown. It actually helps him camouflage better with the forest ground and the treetops.
That's so unique. You know something else that's really unique about him? Is we all do it. Just raise your hand if you know what an ectotherm is. Raise your hand if you don't know what it is.
Or raise both hands if you just don't know and you don't care. Woo!
Well, an ectotherm is an animal that cannot regulate its own body temperature. So that's going to be reptiles. So they need to get heat and warmth from other sources like the sun. But this Tegu here, when it's really, really cold, it can partially become endothermic and regulate its own body temperature just a little bit so that it can be warmer in really cool weather.
So, unlike us, like we can just snuggle up with like a blanket. We can regulate our body temperature and stay nice and warm. But these guys can't do that.
No, they gotta soak in the sun, lay on a nice rock. But a Tegu sometimes do
Actually,
it.
that's kind of like you, right?
That's pretty
Basically,
cool.
an
And you know,
exoterm.
look at this guy's cheeks. He's got some enormous cheeks.
Those cheeks have a special name, alright? We're gonna learn another word. We're gonna learn a word called jowls. Can we all try saying that? Jowls.
So these jowls are actually used kind of as a defense mechanism. So these guys puff up their jowls really, really, really big, and they seem really scary and threatening to a predator. But they can also do it for mating. I know, I think I can look pretty scary too if I puff out my cheeks.
You were so scary, Joe.
I don't know, guys. I think I'm pretty scary. I think I'd be a great Tegu. Do we all want to try to be Tegus, puff out our cheeks?
Alright, it looks like this Tegu is gonna go wander off somewhere. And that means we're able to continue our search for the treasure.
Yeah, because the treasure has to be in your right. So we can go deeper into the temple. We have to find that treasure, guys. And it's going to be something really good.
Okay, let's keep looking. Let's look around the temple, you guys.
Yeah.
Under
Yeah, I mean, like what are here?
You see the treasure anywhere?
Yeah. Have you guys seen the treasure?
Huh? Where is it?
Where?
Oh my god, Joe, look.
It's behind
Oh my
us?
gosh, our amazing tour group found the treasure.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Alright, let's see.
Okay, it's right here. Wait. It looks like there's something on the...
Ah! What is
it's
that?
A roach!
A roach?
Yeah, a roach, and it got me. It's on me. These guys are really sticky, Indy.
Sticky? Wait a second. That's a Madagascar hissing cockroach. They're not actually sticky. They just have what's called sticky feet, which helps them to cling to any material, even glass.
These are the
They can stick on glass?
Exactly.
I don't know about these guys, Indy. I think I still might see me more expensive.
Okay,
They're pretty big.
Some of you guys may not like roaches, but these guys are super important for their environment. They are what's called detritivores. You want to try saying that word, detritivores?
Like a bee.
So
That's so
this
cute,
is
Daddy.
when an animal
That's so
leaves
cute.
dead matter or dead bodies litter on the ground, and it cleans up our forest floors for us.
So they clean up?
Yeah.
They're kind of like the recyclers of nature.
Exactly, they're like the cleanup crew, so they're super important and they're not scary at all. These particular cockroaches cannot fly or bite. They have one form of defense, and we're gonna try something really fun and be just like these cockroaches. They have little holes on the sides of their bodies called sphericals, and when they push air out, they make a hissing sound, which is Madagascar, a hissing cockroach. So if there's a bunch of these together under a rock or something, and a lemur comes and wants to get a cockroach, this big group of cockroaches is gonna hiss and sound just like a snake.
A snake? That'd be pretty scary. I don't think I want to go after these guys anymore if I thought they were a snake.
Okay, we're all gonna try to be just like these cockroaches. On the count of 3, we're gonna hiss just like these cockroaches. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
That would be really scary if I was like a lemur or something.
That's like a really big snake.
Yeah,
Snake
that
like
would be a
this.
really big snake. And you know, actually these guys are pretty cool now. They're not as scary as I thought they were.
Yeah.
But I think we should say goodbye to these guys because you know what?
Should we get a
Because the
couple
treasure
for
is
home?
right there.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what's in the treasure.
Yeah, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I didn't quite hear you. Are we ready? Yeah! We're gonna get the treasure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Joe. Go on, Joe. Grab the treasure.
Me?
Yeah, Joe.
You're like the cool adventurer. Like what if it's boogie traps?
Joe, just grab the treasure. It's right there.
Okay.
Oh
Wait,
God.
I
Do you guys
hear
feel something?
something.
There's
Wait,
like rumbling.
it's a boulder. Run! Run! Go!
What is that? That's not a boulder.
You're right. That's not a boulder.
That looks like a leopard tortoise.
Yeah.
No wonder we thought it was a boulder. He looks just like a rock.
He does look just like a rock. And you know, he has some pretty unique coloring, right? That's like a patterned shell. This guy must be a leopard tortoise.
I think you're right, Joe.
Yeah, look at those stubby feet. They kind of look like elephant feet, right?
Yeah, that's exactly for walking on the ground, which is what tortoises do. They're terrestrial animals, so...
That's a big word.
Oh, okay. Let's all try saying terrestrial.
Terrestrial.
Terrestrial. So that means they live on the ground, and so since they're walking in the dirt, they have stubbier feet. just like elephants.
You're right. And you know, their back legs kind of have these like claws, right?
Yeah, that's because they're able to dig into the ground and burrow.
These guys can burrow?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And you know, look at his mouth. You know, this guy doesn't look like he has any sharp teeth.
He doesn't have sharp teeth, but the edges of his mouth are really thin, and he has a pretty good bite strength. So when he chomps onto something, he does have a pretty good bite strength, and it's kind of just thin, so it kind of just snaps things.
So, do you think this guy's a herbivore then? Do we know what a herbivore is? Raise your hand if you know what a herbivore is. Raise your hand if you don't know what or your other hand if you don't know what a herbivore is. Well, it looks like we got a pretty mixed audience.
So let's tell him what a herbivore is. This means he only eats plants like greens or vegetables.
Yeah, Indy likes his greens. Not me. I prefer nice meat.
So would that make you a carnivore?
No, not at all. I actually like eating other things than meat. I eat both meat and plant matter. Even though I don't prefer plant matter, I still like eating it occasionally. That means I'm an omnivore. All of us actually are omnivores.
Yeah, because we're able to eat plants and meat. So we saw herbivore, and those cockroaches were detritivores.
We're seeing a lot of different kinds of animals today, Andy. But you know what? It kind of looks like this guy might be wandering off. He's pretty fast for a tortoise. I thought they would be slow. But yeah, it looks like he's running pretty fast. It looks like he might be like scared of something. Whoa. What's that? Did you catch it? It looks like the turtle's left. Oh my God, he's coming out. Whoa.
The temple collapsed right behind us.
That was really dangerous. Are you guys okay?
Everyone make it out
Yeah.
all right.
I'm
Okay.
so glad that everyone is okay. treasure.
Okay, that means it's time to open the treasure.
We've worked so hard for this, guys. It's really got to be something good.
Like gold or diamonds.
Or money.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna open it together.
What am I looking at? What is this?
Paper?
What is this, Joe?
A ticket?
A ticket? Joe, we
Whoa.
risked our lives for tickets.
Whoa.
We almost died in the tunnel. We
Whoa.
got us lost in the jungle.
Whoa.
We saw so many different animals.
Calm
But,
down.
Joe, for tickets?
Calm down, Indy. These just aren't any tickets. These are tickets at the teaching zoo for Moore Park College.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
With these tickets, we can see all the animals that we saw here today and more.
More? Oh gosh, more animals!
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Dude, there's gotta be so many cool animals. Maybe like a lion? I think that would be really cool.
Alright, well, that was truly an amazing adventure. We saw so many animals, and as the best adventurer who's gone on so many different adventures, I can say I have never seen this many animals on an adventure before, and so that really just shows us how lucky we are to see all these animals, and we want to make sure we take care of these environments so they can continue to live free and in the wild, and just without human interaction.
So when we go into nature, it's kind of like walking in someone's home. If I were to walk out in nature, like, you know, walking around and I'm eating, but say I drop my trash, that would be like leaving a candy wrapper on someone's floor. I wouldn't want to do that. That'd be really rude, wouldn't it? So instead, I'm just gonna not leave any trace that I was there at all. I'm gonna pick up my trash and I'm not gonna show any signs that I was there because we want to leave nature as it is.
Alright, it looks like our rides are here. Oh, and they brought a friend with them!
Yeah.
See who they brought!
That's such a tiny friend. You know what? You'd think that would be like another horse, right?
Yeah, but this guy isn't a horse. See, look,
No.
this is Rex, the Tenrec.
Ah. Tenrecs are so tiny. You know, I think this is another animal that's from Madagascar.
Oh, just like the cockroaches.
Yeah, just like our cockroaches. These guys are from Madagascar. That island might sound pretty familiar. Have you guys ever seen Madagascar with the cool lion and the zebra and the giraffe? Yeah, I think that's a pretty fun movie series.
But he's so tiny. So he is also a terrestrial animal, just like that tortoise we saw. So he's gonna be living on the ground, and he's got whiskers so that he can feel what's around him. He doesn't really have the best eyesight. His eyes are super tiny.
You're right. His eyes are really tiny for a nocturnal animal. So it's good he has those whiskers to help him move around.
Yeah,
And you know, he's got these kind of sharp nails, right? I think he can climb pretty well with these nails.
You know, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're probably
You
almost
know, I
done.
think Western Tenrecs are so cool. You know, they also have something pretty unique about them, right? Their spines, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, he does look like a hedgehog. Who's seen Sonic the Hedgehog or played games? Yeah. But he is not related to hedgehogs. He is more closely related to an elephant than to a hedgehog.
He's related to an elephant?
I would think he's a hedgehog, but he is not a hedgehog.
Wow.
But those spines, if he's threatened, he's gonna roll into a ball, and then all those spines are gonna stick out, and then the predator isn't gonna wanna get poked by these spines, so they're gonna leave him alone.
Yeah. If I was a predator and I saw Rex standing around, I think he'd be a pretty tasty snack, but all I'd get is a mouthful of those sharp spines. I think that would hurt pretty bad.
Yeah.
You could just cut off the spine.
You know, he's pretty cute, but it looks like it might be time for him to go.
Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure today, and helping us find the treasure. Woo! You've all such an amazing group today. If you see anyone with a lion on their shirt, they would be more than happy to answer any questions you have. We have other shows going on today, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Spring Spectacular.
Woo! Thank you so much for coming to this awesome adventure. Have a great rest of the day at the zoo.
All right, next station. Go ahead. Alright. Now we gotta go to the front stage for the next show. And then there should be one more show after that, and we're good to go. We got 3 shows, and we'll walk around the zoo after. Welcome in, everyone. And then you can see macaws. Because of the claws? No, because they're macaws. Alright. Once again, it's the tiger exhibit. You might see some tigers in there, in the back.
So we're gonna go into here, this opening right here.
Alright. Right here, they're getting ready for the show. So let's go. Let's go. Alright.
Just move out of the purple area.
Oh, yeah.
People can walk up the
Yeah.
stairs.
You just can't be on the purple arrows to see it. Oh, yeah.
I know, but you know.
Piggy didn't want to come out.
Piggy didn't want to come out. Piggy got stage fright. Piggy said it's cold outside. I feel like piggies don't like to be cold. I feel like they have to get their heat from the sun. I might be wrong. Nope, it's
Alright.
Yeah, you too, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, thanks, bye. No, it's Mike. What I was referring to. Yeah. You should get one of those
You don't want a website, right? Oh, yeah. Go see where the next is the next show in Idaho, or is it the show here? I mean, I assume it's the II. But you just need to go to them events, and then they have all the show times.
That's fair. That's very fair. I've gotten very good at doing it the night before.
You don't need to look that up. You can just look up the zoo, and then it's on their website right there. It's pretty easy to get in there. Just gotta go to Knoll Park Zoo, and you just gotta go to.
No, I was showing you that I had it. Right there.
Feature. So I don't know where that's at.
Because this was
So
such
cool.
a good, that was
We'll have to ask.
because my thing does the thing where I can follow them.
I think that's when they bring some down.
So it's a show, so I don't know. Hey.
It wasn't that bad, but it like stays, like it stays like stuff that it does. It takes a while to get used to it. It's just a little finicky, but like for things like this, it's amazing. Like for this and like this and like for yours, and he gets to do. It's great.
Like I'm going to a concert in July that I'm super excited for. I'm bringing this thing. I can't wait. Because I'm gonna share for one.
You're gonna probably have to hide it and bring it in.
Oh no, I have the VIP tickets.
Oh, okay.
So we're allowed to.
Excuse me.
Where's
the creature
Just outside the gates in that big building to the right.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Okay. Almost. Not interested. Welcome to the Welcome to Spring Spectacular! This animal program has been in existence since 1974. This presentation is written and performed by the graduating class of 2025. Our alumni have worked nationwide and even internationally. If there are any alumni in the audience, please stand up so we can recognize and celebrate you. Thank you. Everyone, please take your seats and enjoy this year's show, Conservation Island!
Wow, Jaden, we finally made it to the island.
We sure did, and it's so beautiful out here. But it looks like it's starting to get dark. I think we should set up camp and rest for the night.
Yeah, you're right. This looks like a nice, safe place for our treasure map. Right there. Oh, this is gonna be great. We'll be right under the stars. We're right by the ocean. Tonight, we get good rest, and then tomorrow we treasure hunt.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so glad you talked me into coming on this trip.
Yeah, me too. I feel like it's gonna be a good one.
Wow, I'm so tired. Can you sing me a lullaby?
Sure. Go to sleep. Well, that was easy.
Oh no.
Wow, what a good night's sleep. And now we get to treasure hunt. Just gonna go grab our map. Oh no, Lucy, wake up. Lucy, wake up. Our map is gone.
What? What? How could the map be gone?
Well, it was there last night and now it's gone. And Lucy, I thought you tied the boat.
Well, I did tie the boat, but maybe I just need to practice my rope tying a little bit more.
What are we gonna do?
Jane, it's fine. We didn't lose all of the map. We still have this.
What are we gonna do with one piece of the map?
Well, we can find all the other pieces of the map. We'll put the map back together. We'll find the treasure, and then we can worry about getting off the island after that.
Okay, I guess that's a good idea.
Okay, you look for pieces over there, and I'll look for pieces over there.
Okay. Do you see anything over there, Lucy?
No, nothing. Do you guys see any map pieces? Nothing over here either. Oh, there's a piece up there, Jane.
How are we gonna get that?
Oh, look, a cat.
That's not a cat. Well, that's not an average cat, but it's an African circle. They can jump up to 9 feet in the air. If anyone can help us get that piece, I bet you she can.
I don't know, Jane. She doesn't look like much of a jumper.
No, wait, she'll do it, I hope.
She reminds me a lot of my cats. They do a whole lot of nothing.
Well, she is a cat at the end of the day, so... Whoa! Did you see that gust of wind? Just brought the map piece down.
That was so lucky. Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
No, wait, Lucy. That's a wild animal. You don't want to approach her. You don't know what she's capable of.
You're right. But I mean, come on. She is just like my cats at home.
She might look like your cat at home, but she has those really sharp claws and a prey drive. I think it's safe now.
See, Jane, you're so worried, but we already have 2 pieces. This is gonna be easy peasy.
Okay.
Okay, well, it looks like we need to go that way.
Let's go.
Hey, maybe if I climb this tree, I can see some pieces from up there.
Just be careful. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Wow, Jane, the island sure is beautiful from up here.
Do you see a way off the island from up there?
No, nothing from up here. Looks like there's like a moving rock down there. That's kind of silly. Okay, well, I'm coming down. Catch me.
Ow! A little warning next time.
I knew you'd catch me. I trusted you. Oh, Jane. I'm holding the map upside down. I have to go this way.
Hey, look!
What is that?
That's a 3-banded armadillo. They're the only armadillo species that can roll completely into a ball. They tuck their head and their tail in together to make this perfect sphere. Wow, she's moving really fast. But that's how they protect themselves from predators.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think her speed would keep her safe from predators too.
I've never actually seen one go that fast. She's taking off into the bush, and it looks like there's a map piece under that rock. Let's go get it.
All right, look at that. All right, well, Jane, I know that this isn't quite going how you wanted it to. But you know that old saying, like, it's not so much about the destination, but about the journey and the fun that we're having.
Talk about the journey. I need the treasure.
Okay, well, we'll find the treasure. Hey, if that armadillo helped point out this piece, maybe she can help us find more pieces.
Ooh, good idea.
Let's follow her.
Let's go.
Whoa, Jane.
Whoa,
hold up.
this bush is moving. Oh, whoa.
That's not a bush.
Whoa.
That's a porcupine.
Whoa, it's an Indian crystal.
Run away.
Get me.
Okay.
I think I might be safe.
That's funny. Maybe don't get too close to him over there, Jane.
Wait. Oh, wait. He is coming to get me after all.
No, it's okay. He's so chill.
He is kind of chill.
Maybe
we can just follow him instead. Maybe he'll lead us to the treasure.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Don't get so close to those
Okay. I'm trying.
Oh, no, now he's
Wait.
coming after me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait. He is coming after me.
Careful! Oh, I'm trying. Oh my
that was a close one.
Jane,
Yeah.
we didn't quite get away from that porcupine. You got a little something.
Oh,
Careful.
ow, ow,
Oh,
ow. Oh,
hey, it has a map piece.
hey, totally worth it.
Well, okay. Boy, we sure are lucky that we got away from him. But now, where are we gonna go?
Hey, is that a Harris hawk?
I don't know. You tell me, animal expert.
Yeah, it is. They're this super unique species of bird of prey, and they do this thing called stacking. They stack one on top of another, and they look out into the desert. And that's how they can spot prey.
Hey, stacking sounds like a good idea. We should try it.
Let's try. Do you see anything over there, Lucy?
Jane, I can't see anything when you're moving so much. Oh, the Harris hawk piece in her, what are those called?
Talons.
In her talons. We just have to get her to bring it to us.
Oh, she's headed this way. How do we get her to drop it, though?
Maybe it's a bait.
Okay, please,
drop
Miss
the
Harris hawk, can we please have
need
that
it
piece,
to find our
please?
treasure.
Yes.
Woo! Hey, almost like these guys were trained to bring us these pieces. All right. Hey, look, on the map, there's these two big rock figures. If we look for those, it leads right through it, and maybe we can find the last piece. Hey, look, a pony!
That's not a pony. That's a mini horse.
Well, what's the difference? It's just as cute as a pony.
Yeah, well, they are, they have all the same proportions as regular size horses. They're just mini. Ponies are completely differently.
Oh. Look, he's moving that rock over there.
Hey, there's a map piece under the rock.
Well, how are we gonna get it if he's standing on it?
Well, what if we just tiptoe over there?
Oh,
Maybe he'll move.
He's going.
Oh, he is going. I just
okay.
don't want to spook him.
Wait, a mini horse? And a hawk? And an Indian crested porcupine? Where are we?
I don't know. That's a whole lot of random animals. Oh, the last piece.
Wow, look at that. See, that wasn't too difficult.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Tired. Oh, it was kind of a lot of work.
Mhm.
I'm a little thirsty.
Well, we're surrounded by the ocean.
I can't drink nasty seawater. I need something like a nice, juicy coconut.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds really refreshing. Well, I'll go check over there, and you check over there, and I'll let you know if I find anything.
Okay. Good luck. Okay, we're on an island looking for a coconut. That can't be too difficult. Do you think there'd be more palm trees? Look, there's a coconut. Oh, and a vulture. Hey, I see you guys all the time at home. Maybe you can use your strong beak to open this coconut? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Do you think you can... Wait, Mr. Vulture. Vulture, no. Okay. No, okay. Well, he was not very helpful.
Hey, did you just see that turkey vulture?
Yeah, I was hoping that he would help me open this coconut, but he didn't.
I got it.
Oh,
Here you go.
thanks. Really hurt. You couldn't have cracked it on something a little bit stronger?
Well, we needed a drink, didn't we?
Yeah, you're right. Definitely worth it. All right. Well, let's finish this treasure hunt. Come on.
Maybe the treasure's over here. If we just look. Whoa. Lucy? There's a donkey over here.
A donkey?
Yeah, come look.
Okay, I'm coming. Whoa! Look at this bug.
Are we really stopping to look at bugs?
Yeah, this is part of the journey. We're appreciating the things that we don't get to see at home.
Okay. Appreciate faster. You have to see this donkey.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh my goodness, how did you get over the rock so easily? I feel like I'm gonna break my ankle.
Okay, be careful. I really don't want to carry you the rest of the trip.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Almost there.
Go. It's right here. It was just right here. I promise.
Jane, I think we've been on this island too long. You're starting to see things. Okay. The map says to listen to the sound of the ocean. What does that mean?
Maybe if we close our eyes and really listen, we'll hear.
I'm not hearing anything.
Be patient, Lucy.
Jane, if we have to keep listening any longer, the voices in my head are getting louder each time.
There it is! Did you hear that? It came from,
Well, where'd it come from, Jane?
I'm
I didn't hear
listening!
anything.
Over there! Definitely from there. Sounded like a pirate, though.
Well, that's fitting for an island. Hey, what's a pirate's favorite movie? Alright.
There's really no time for jokes. We need to find that treasure.
Come on, lighten up.
What a beautiful day on conservation. My gosh, I hate to see all this trash out here on my island. Don't people know when trash doesn't get disposed of properly, it gets into the ocean and then it can go to ecosystems all around the world where all our favorite animals live. Anyway, let me see if any of my crow friends are out here today. Let's see, oh, there's Cheryl. Oh, Russell. Oh, let's see, oh, Axel Crows. Welcome to the jungle, buddy. Oh, Chapel Crowin, I'll see you at the Pink Crony Club later. Oh, let's see, what else do we have? Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite animals here on Conservation Island. Now, some of you might be thinking, I did not plan to come here to do laundry. Well, the good news is that stinky, smelly associated skunks is their best form of defense. And once they spread it out, they don't have any way to defend themselves for 2 whole weeks. And you might know North America has some of the most fierce predators in the world. We have mountain lions and bears, things like that they need to preserve that stinky smell for. So as long as we see a skunk in the wild, give them the space they need, you shouldn't have to worry about leaving any different, smelling any different than you started out. Now, they have one other way to tell people to stay away, though. It's that beautiful black and white coloring. It's not just that he's a chic fashionista, it's that he's a nocturnal animal. And in the dark, it's really hard to see colors. But black and white, you'll always be able to see. Hey, Kylo, do you want to help me pick up this last piece of trash and then we'll go see if we can find Keeper Ray? Yeah, come on. Yes? Come on.
Hey, it really stinks over here.
Yeah, sorry, must have been that coconut milk.
You know, Keeper, Katie,
What's that?
I just love my job. Who else gets to say they can run with a coyote every day?
I know, right? It's pretty incredible. Or even pick up trash with a skunk.
It's the best.
It's a good life.
Okay.
It's kind of lonely out
like
here.
The treasure should be right around
here.
What are you guys doing on our island?
We're looking for buried treasure.
We use this map off of Facebook Marketplace.
There's no buried treasure. This is a map of our conservation island.
Yeah.
Animals from all across the world live here as ambassadors for their species.
Well, wait. The Conservation Island? I've been reading about this place for months. I've been wanting to come here so badly, and I love all the work you do with your animals. I'm so excited.
Exactly. We are one of many zoological facilities found all across the world that work to protect animals by teaching people about how they're all important.
Wait. You've been reading about this place and you didn't even realize we were here?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. There's a lot of things people might not know about ways that you can help animals. Whether it's picking up trash when you see it in public places so animals can't get into it and get hurt. Or it's giving animals the space they need to live their natural lives so they feel safe in their natural habitats, but you get to enjoy them too. Or it's doing super fun things like going to zoos, aquariums, or animal sanctuaries where you can support wildlife, and you might even get to meet some beautiful animals like our salmon-crested cockatoo Peaches here.
Well, I'm so sorry that you guys came all this way and didn't find any gold. But you know, our map is themed this way for a reason, because the real treasure is the animals you met along the way.
Yeah, seeing all the animals was really cool. Treasure would have been really nice though.
Yeah.
That's alright, we got more natural treasures. Come on, guys!
So do you guys have a boat we can borrow?
Let's give a round of applause for our first year props, set design, costumes, and sound. Welcome out our MCs. And let's hear it for our graduating class and trainers. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Spring Spectacular. Please be sure to join us at our creature feature at 12:30 with Apex Protection Project, a nonprofit working to save wolves. That'll be just outside the gates of the zoo. Thank you.
So I guess flipped. Let's go check out the 12 o'clock show. There's gonna be a creature feature right out here. And after that, we'll take a walk around the zoo, and then we'll be offline for a couple hours till we get to Universal Studios. And Universal Studios Hollywood will do the thing we always do, which is have a good time. So we're doing a creature feature now.
Here, there's stairs.
Let's see.
Where do you want to go? I know, we're gonna go down. We're going down.
Close. So I was saying the cute animals, just not this was this thing. No.
Poor Underwood, struggling.
He did do it in the end, but that was funny. Puppy. Big puppy.
I feel like you should have her grandmother.
New Jurassic poster out now. Awesome. Puppy. Those must be super domesticated.
Steve, are you the one I need to get a look at her budget? Thank you for coming here. And I know you're until the last couple of years. Yeah. Oh, thank you for coming.
I want the first experience tradition. So, what's the rules about the show?
No touching.
I'm like,
No touching the dogs.
They're just dogs.
I don't know. You're gonna see them and you're gonna go, that's not.
That's a pretty big dog.
No, they're all puppies too. They're so cute.
Don't worry, I'll sit in the middle.
No,
I got you. Justice,
no, that's my nail. That's my nail.
I'll sit in the middle. Got you. You sit right here. You sit right here. I want to cook.
Oh no, you're right. I forgot about myself. I'm already in the sink.
I'm skipping trash for this. Once I see one, I'm moving. You run.
I'm a werewolf.
Are you scheduled for something?
I'm on trash. Roll it over the top. No breakfast. Some of those trash out for me? No, there is some trash out for me. You can share it.
Nope. Puppies. Big puppies.
I'll get to you.
Can I sit right there? Or?
Wait, what? Damn. Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Creature Feature presentation. Today, we have a very special organization here with us today. Please help me on welcoming Steve Wastel and Paul Kakara and the whole Apex Protection Project team.
Thank you, guys. Can everybody hear us in here? Yeah?
You guys let us know if we get too quiet. We'll try to use our stage voices for you. We are Apex Protection Project. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to protecting wolves and wolf dogs through education, rescue, and advocacy. And we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves today.
So before we start, we want to play something for you. We had a little bit of an issue with the sound today. So it's a little quiet, so we just have to be quiet for a moment to hear it. It's not as loud as we would normally play it. Wait for it.
The dog's here.
To hear it. It'll get louder. Imagine this very loud.
If only we had some dogs to help
There you go.
What was that? Yes, what were they doing?
Howling?
The howl. It's literally one of the most iconic sounds in nature, and it's a sound that not many humans are lucky enough to hear once in their lifetime.
But we are really lucky because that's our alarm every morning at 5 a.m. And it's much louder than that. And they keep howling and howling and howling until we stick our heads out the door and say good morning to each of them individually. It's like the Waltons, like good morning Neo.
Good morning, Kona.
Good morning Strider.
Good morning, Riz.
And it goes on and on. There's 21 of them, so it takes us a moment. As soon as we said hello to everybody, they go back to sleep. And so now we're up so we can get our coffee and get our day going. And yeah, that's our morning every single morning. So we never really planned on living in the middle of nowhere with a pack of wolves, but life somehow had other plans for us.
So today we are going to tell you a little bit of our story about our pack and what we do. Today we want to introduce to you some very special guests with us. We have two of our top ambassadors, and like Steve said, we do have 21 residents. Today we have Thor, and Thor is being handled by Lee, and we also have hiding behind the chalkboard, Rama, and Rama is being handled by Oksana. Steve is going to tell you a little more about these guys in a minute. Oh yeah, we also have our spotters, because handling these guys is not an easy one-person job most of the time. We have Dove spotting with us today, and we also have Stacy spotting and as our photographer today, and we have Kristen right next to her, and Omer.
These are all our volunteers. We're pretty much all volunteer run. We have a couple of staff members. And we've actually had 4 students from this college as interns over the years, which has been really amazing. So I want to talk a little bit about what we do, why we do it. Of course, all of these guys on our property are rescued from the exotic pet trade. You know, everybody wants to be Jon Snow, right? Walking down the street with their wolf. And unfortunately, they buy them, and about a year later, they realize their wolf doesn't want to walk down the street. Their wolf doesn't want to meet their friends. It doesn't like flags or cars or noises. And they're very, very skittish, contrary to popular belief. They're afraid of everything most of the time. We have wolves and wolf dogs. We have from 7% wolf to 100% wolf and everything in between. Most of our guys are what they call high content wolf dogs, meaning they're in the 80s and 90%, which basically makes them a wolf. And so they behave like a wolf, and people buy them as a pet thinking, you know, maybe they'll act like a dog, and once in a while they get really lucky, but about 70% of the time they don't. And, you know, they give them up for various reasons. They're guarding their food, they're killing the next door neighbor's cats, they're howling at night. You know, they're doing wolf stuff. And people can't really handle that eventually, and so they end up dumping them in the pound, or they call us, or even worse, they tie them up in the backyard and kind of leave them out there. And so when we get them, they're usually 1 to 2 years old, and they need a lot of rehab and a lot of work. They've spent their lives with humans, and so we bring them into our pack, and we try and integrate them into our pack as much as we can, and the pack actually heals the pack, which is amazing to watch, and we'll talk a little bit about that further on.
So obviously rescue is a big part of what we do. The other facets that we do in our organization do involve education. Education is so very important to us, mainly because of the stigma attached to wolves. You know, most of us were, you know, born hearing fairy tales where immediately we were learning that these animals are dangerous and scary and aggressive, where they actually aren't. And they're incredibly important to the ecosystem. So that's our job to help the public basically understand this, because we also do advocacy for wolves in the wild. Wolves in the wild right now, you guys may know or may not know, but they're being slaughtered to extinction across our country. And we are fighting legal battles most of the time through our advocacy to try and prevent that from happening.
So we have a short video here that we'd like to play for you. It's about 3 minutes long. It's actually a little dated. We have a lot more pack members now, but it will give you an idea of who we are and what we do.
Our vision is that future generations will live the planet for the way that all species are highly valued.
Thank you. Don't laugh at Charlotte. She thinks she's a wolf. She was raised by wolves. She howls pretty well. We don't tell her it's terrible, but you know, she's and she actually raised some of these guys, which is interesting. So I want to talk a little bit about taboo and talk a little bit about the myth of an alpha, and in the process tell you our story and how we ended up where we are and what we're doing. If you come to our ranch, we do hikes with the pack and dinners with the pack. It's one of the ways that we raise money, because we do free school presentations, all of our rescues we pay for. So obviously there's ways to make money, and one of those is donations, and the other one is doing events. And so we have a very intimate experience for 6 to 12 people. They can come to the ranch, they can hike with the pack. We've got half of our pack off leash, which I think I'm right in saying that I don't think any other sanctuary in the country actually hikes their rescues off leash. It takes us a long while and a lot of work, but we try to give them the freedom, as much freedom as we can, you know, when we can, so they get to run and be free, and most of the time they stay with us. All the time they stay with us, but once in a while they see a rabbit, and that's kind of so if you came to Apex for a hike, the first thing we do is we stand at Taboo's statue and we talk about Taboo, because Taboo is the reason that we do what we do. She's why we do what we do. And we talk about what the alpha, she was the alpha of the Apex pack. And most people think of, especially in America, the alpha as one being male and two being large and dominant and big and strong. And that's actually completely wrong. The alphas are just mom and dad, and in fact mom is the one that rules the pack, just kind of like in the human family. We just think we rule the pack, but mom does. We have to go along with it, right? So Taboo, if you came on a hike with us, Taboo would always be in the back. She would always follow and make you a part of her pack. And back in the day, or even now, there's one of the most famous wolf biologists. His name is Dr. David Nish. And he wrote a book a long time ago using the term alpha a lot. And he felt like he misrepresented wolves in that book, because alpha indicates that they're the top dog. They fight their way to the top, and that's not what they are. So now he spent a lot of time trying to get that book out of print. And every time we saw him present, we really asked all the biologists to please start calling them mom and dad, please start calling them the breeding pair, because alpha is not really the way to describe. But Taboo really essentially became the mom of the Apex pack. And back in the day, a lot of the biologists, first wolf biologists, a lot of them were male, a lot of them came out of the military, and And sometimes they would see the female in the back and the big male in the front and assume that she was subordinate to him. But what does a good mother do? A good mother watches over her pack. A good mother, a good leader, makes sure she can see her team, right? And that's what Taboo would do with every single guest that came to Apex. She would always be in the back. If you were the slowest, she would come up behind you and give you a little nudge up the butt. And that nudge actually changed so many people's lives because they knew that this creature was taking them into her world and making them a part of their pack for that moment. It was a really special time. We rescued Taboo. She was 1.5 years. She was tied up in a backyard for about 1.5 years. Not because the people were particularly cruel, but because they were afraid to take her out. She was so big and so strong, and she had what's called fear aggression. And fear aggression meaning she was on a leash, she couldn't run, so she tried to attack. Not with people, but with any other dog. So they just kept her in the backyard. Their house got foreclosed on, and Paula and I were volunteers at another wolf rescue at the time, and she was our first rescue. We went out there and we found her and we brought her back to the sanctuary, and she had no friends. She wanted to attack every other wolf dog she saw, she wanted to attack them. So we never planned on living in the middle of nowhere with a pack of wolves. All we wanted to do was find Taboo a friend. So we went on this mission to study with different people, and we studied with some so-called experts from TV, and they charged us like $500 an hour to tell us basically lock her up in a cage and keep her away from children. But we didn't believe that. We knew there was something special about this creature. She just was afraid of the world. So we read and we learned and we started studying wolf behavior. We started studying wolf dogs, and we absorbed as much information as we could. And rather than avoiding other dogs, we went to a place called Runyon Canyon, if you know it, in Hollywood, where everybody goes with their dog, right? And back then they were all on leash. And so we would take Taboo every single morning at 9 o'clock, 7 days a week, and she would be trying to get to every dog. Paula would walk in front and say, she'd be like, we're working with her, she was tied up in the backyard, you know, she's going to be okay, he's got her on the leash, and people thought we were crazy, right? And this went on for a little while, but after a couple of months, people started rooting for her. They were like, hey, Boo, how's Boo doing? You know, can Boo meet Buffy? And we're like, no, Boo will eat Buffy. This went on for a while, and one time I said to Paula, one day, Taboo will walk through Runyon Canyon off leash. And we both laughed. Never gonna happen, right? We figured, and she moved into our 1-bedroom apartment with us. We actually adopted her. Not a smart thing to do, guys. 1-bedroom apartment in Sherman Oaks, and we had a chain link fence built into the side of the kitchen so she couldn't get to the cats that lived in the bedroom now, and the door was closed, and one of us had to sleep on a couch in the living room while the other one slept in the bedrooms because she would try to jump through the window because we're on the ground floor and dogs would walk by. So we had to board up the windows. We had babysitters when we went to work, but they couldn't walk her because she was too aggressive. This went on for about 1.5 years. 1.5 years later, she was going to dog parks. She was sleeping with the cats. Paula and I finally got to sleep in the same bed together, and then we got kicked out of our apartment for having a wolf. So they told us to get rid of her or move out. We weren't going to get rid of her, so we moved to this place that we are now in Acton, California, and all of a sudden people kind of knew about our story and what we've done with Taboo, and they started bringing us their wolf dogs, and we were on a rental property, and we just started building enclosures, and one day the landlord came and he went, what's this? We were like, wolf rescue? And he stood there for what seemed like an hour, but probably like 2 seconds really, but he looked around and he was like, cool. He just said no more than 8.
Which is why we have 21.
Yes. Not a very good camera. It's a really nice camera. But so every creature that came to Apex, the first one was Kona. And when Kona came, he was 14 months old and he was just a wild thing. But what we realized was Taboo taught him everything that we taught her, or she taught us, really. She taught him in 2 months. He was off leash. He was eating nicely. He was playing gently. We could trust him with her. He followed her everywhere and did everything. And then Thor and his brother Loki came along at 3.5 weeks old, and they both took them under their wing, and they raised them like a wild wolf pack would raise pups, and they taught them everything. And so slowly but surely we watched these creatures teaching each other and learning from each other. And then, so Taboo would welcome every new rescue that came to Apex. She would welcome and take under her wing. She never had to raise her voice. She never had to fight them. She never had to growl at them. She just gave them that mama look, and they did everything she wanted. And so she was our teacher, and she was our leader, or their leader. And then 4 years ago, we took her for a hike one day, and we came back and something was wrong with her. She had some kind of tummy ache. She never refused food. So we rushed her to the vet, and she went in, and she ended up going into surgery, and she didn't make it. Sorry. I tell the story a million times, and it's so guilty. She didn't make it. And we came home, and the pack didn't know what had happened to her, so we rushed her out in the middle of the night. And so everybody was wondering where she'd gone, and everything fell apart. The howl was off. Nobody knew. I mean, technically, we are all the leaders, the alphas, the parents, but amongst themselves, they have their own hierarchy, and that was what made this pack function. And it just fell apart, and everybody didn't know who the leader was anymore. And Loki, Thor's brother, well, he always wanted a shot at the title. He always wanted to be the boss of somebody since he was a puppy, so he marched around picking on everybody. You may worship me, and starting fights with different pack members. And unfortunately, he's not a very good fighter. So it didn't work out well for him, and he was kind of embarrassed most of the time. So it wasn't good for him. And eventually, the pack chose their own leader, and that happened to be Thor. And the reason that they chose him, and literally chose him, was because he was like Taboo. He's benevolent, he's loving, he doesn't have to raise his voice, he teaches the young ones, he's patient. So now he has become the glue that holds everything together again. And it's a really, really beautiful thing to see. He teaches the young ones, and someone's upstaging me right now. How do I compete with that? He teaches the young ones, he works with all of them. But his brother Loki, don't feel sorry for him, because he found his calling. In a wolf pack, the nanny is a really important job in the wild. And we rescued 7 puppies a couple years ago, and Loki took them under his wing and became the nanny. And all of a sudden he had this purpose in life, and instead of being a bully all of a sudden, he started being this like sweet, loving, he worked with them, he cleaned them, he played with them, he marched around like Mother Duck, and they all followed him everywhere. He's so proud of himself. So he has his own little pack now. He has the Loki pack. And he's kind of second in command now to Thor. He's learned this responsibility, and watching them, it's so much like watching a human family. You know, when a young child maybe loses someone and ends up having to be the caretaker of the family, that's what happened with Loki, and he found this responsibility. So that is our story and our pack.
And that has led us to do everything possible in our lives, because our vision is that future generations like you guys live in a world where the wolf and all species are highly valued, protected, and respected for, first of all, the rightful place they hold on this earth, the balancing of its ecosystems, and of course for the beautiful lessons they offer humanity. This is a picture of most of our pack. Our pack has grown fairly quickly in the last year or so. So there are a few members missing here, but this gives you an idea of our family back home. And now we'd like to open up the floor for questions, if you guys have any. Yes?
So Thor is the one leading the pack now. What do they do while he's here right now? How do they get on without him here, or there?
It's interesting because, you know, when you think about a sanctuary environment, and they've all come from different places in the country, and they all came, most of them as young adults, so already having a sense of self, they do have to still live in enclosures, and not all of them can truly get along. But what's kind of remarkable is they still acknowledge that they are a unit. So they howl together. And if there's a squabble over here, you know, Kona, who's 10 now, he will start the howl, and what that is is for. He'll get the whole pack howling, and what that will do is kind of, in all honesty, it distracts the two who are having a squabble, and they go, oh, we're howling. And they howl, and then when the howl is over, they kind of go, what were we doing? Oh, okay. So you know, they do look out for each other in that way. So, and we generally will put male, female. You know, wolves are very, very similar to us. We like to say that as, you know, as humans biologically, we're closer to primates, other primates, obviously, but socially, we are actually closer to wolves than any other species on the planet. So if you think about how we kind of relate together, you know, they're really hardwired for family. So even though they're spayed and neutered, obviously, because we don't want to contribute to the problem, they still need that companionship. So we have a few power couples at our sanctuary who met at Apex. We like to consider ourselves amazing wolf matchmakers, and so they do live in separate enclosures. But when he's able to go into every enclosure, and they all really look up to him. So it's a little different than a family of wolves in the wild, but in certain ways it's pretty remarkable considering the circumstances. So when he's out, they're fine.
The biggest pack we can put together is 7 right now, and all of them actually can be up leash together, which is pretty cool. Like up in the hill. But yeah, we have different packs that we're constantly trying to build different packs just for enrichment, so they have new friends to play with. But it takes time, as Paula said, because of that. But he is kind of the glue. He helps because he gets along with all of us. Yes.
What's your recall when you have them on?
What's what?
The recall?
The recall, the ones that are off leash, is absolutely amazing, especially for wolf dogs, because training wolf dogs is like training a cat. They have a mind of their own, so you have to, first of all, the difference, I think, like our dog, our pit bull, she follows us everywhere, she follows us to the bathroom, she just wants to please you. These guys have a complete mind of their own. They need to trust you, they need to be your friend, and they need to know that you're a leader and not a boss. So we don't say we have commands, we have requests, and they kind of do that because they want to, not because we're making them do it. Thor is, again, a teacher. A lot of them will follow him, so we'll take them out with Thor first. Rama is almost off leash. We start out doing recall in an enclosure, in a big enclosure. We call it turnout, it's a big play area. And then we start off on a 30-foot leash going hiking. First a short leash, and we have our language that everybody uses the same language. And then we put them on a 30-foot, and we work with them on a 30-foot. And when we feel like they really got it, because treats are great, they love treats, but they also won't take a treat if they're stressed, if they're nervous, and they don't care. If they see prey, they don't care. The wolf brain kicks in. So working with them for a long time until you feel like it's okay, and then you let go of the leash, but you can still have something to stand on and kind of guide them if you see them looking off over there, like they might, you know, you can go this way. And also utilizing the rest of the pack. So recall has actually come along pretty fast for most of them. He's been with us for over a year now, and he was off leash, well, on a 30-foot let go at full height last week, and the week before he was doing it as well. So we're almost ready to take the leash off him. I just got to make sure that they're really connected.
I want to say one more thing about that too, which is that unlike domestic dogs, or at least most domestic dogs, these guys, yeah, they have their two most important values are kind of like ours. Again, trust and respect. And to build a relationship with one of these guys is like building a relationship with another human. It takes time. They don't just accept you right away. So in our volunteer program, they need to show up consistently for a long period of time, usually about 6 months minimum, to truly build a respectful, trusting relationship with one of these guys so that they will listen to them, because if they don't trust or respect them, they will just blow them off. So that's, you know, it's kind of a long process, especially for the team that comes in to help in exercising them. So. But this young lady had a question. You know what? No, they don't. We make sure that they can't, because there's so many that we can't save them all. So we're very careful to make sure that there are not too many. Does that make sense? Yeah. Although they're very, very cute. And we have rescued babies from situations, but we've never had babies. Yes? Do you bite? What would maybe make you want to bite? Yes. You know, when you think about every animal on the planet, all of us are gifted with the ability, in one way or another, to protect ourselves when we think we're in trouble, right? So, of course they can bite if they feel scared and they feel like that's what they have to do to protect themselves, which again means we, as their protectors, we have to make sure that they never are put in that position where they feel scared if we can do that for them. So they can bite, we can bite, but we wouldn't do it unless they felt like they absolutely had to. And they have not with us.
Yes. What do they eat? Ooh, good question. That's your department.
Hear the word eat? Did you hear the word eat? They're really smart. So for us, we feed them, you know, well, tell me, what would you think they would eat in the wild? Meat. They eat meat, right. So we have to give them meat. They might eat vegetables, right? They might eat some grass or some berries to get extra vitamins and nutrients. So we have to make sure that we're giving them everything that they need for their health while they're in captivity. So we give them meat, we give them beef and chicken and sometimes lamb, you know, things that we eat, that they need. And then we add in multivitamins. We use some high quality kibble because kibble adds the carbohydrates for energy, right? And also has extra minerals and vitamins in there for them. And so, you know, we try to make it as well balanced as we can. And we feed them usually one big meal a day, and we'll feed that later in the day because even more important than food for these guys is exercise. So we exercise them first, and we all know the rule that you don't exercise on a full tummy. So we let them rest, you know, we exercise them, we let them rest to catch their breath and calm down, and then they eat, and then they get to go to sleep. I feel like there was somebody up high.
I'm sorry, can you say that a little louder?
She said, she wants to know, our sanctuary is open to the public because we're small. We do it in a way that is a little more, it's not open like a zoo.
We do private events.
Yeah.
So it's not really open to the public in the sense that you can just show up. You book a private event, and we do it in a way that you have to have a minimum of 6 people or the cost of 6 people and a maximum of 12 because we don't want to overwhelm these guys. But it's a very interactive, it's guided by Paula and I. We take you into every enclosure, you meet them all face to face on their terms, and then we hike them. If you do the hike off leash, and then we make you dinner and wine, and you sit around the fire and you're surrounded by wolves and listening to them howl and stuff like that. So it's a 4 or 5 hour experience, but it's not like just going on a tour in a zoo or something like that. It's like an interactive.
I mean, for us, we have learned over the years that we can show you National Geographic films until the cows come home, and you might actually shed a tear or so, but the minute you get back in your car, you're gonna go, dude, I'm starving, let's go for pizza, right? And through these immersive educational experiences that we provide, people actually leave really understanding who these guys are and becoming advocates for them. So it's a really meaningful, it's meant to be educational and very meaningful as well. So
we do free school presentations, so any of the kids in the schools, we have them contact us. We bring some of the pack, and we have presentations from kindergarten to college with all different, you know, depending on what you're studying, we can kind of gear it to that. Yes?
When it comes to caring for these animals, different animals, exotic play, nature, require different permits we're working with.
Yeah.
If you have 100%, something like that, you have to have different permits for different things. Are they all classified as goals, or how
We have USDA for wolf dogs and California Fish and Wildlife for wolves and coyotes. We're actually getting a coyote next week. So for the full wolves and the coyote, it's Fish and Wildlife, and for the wolf dogs, it's USDA.
You have to like get tested to kind of see which one they fall under. It's trusted. Either one, you're fine, no matter what.
Well, for now, yeah, either one we're fine. But when Fish and Wildlife come, they look at the enclosures because all of our enclosures are to their standard. But as far as the animals, they just check on the animals that are under their supervision. So if we call it a wolf, if it is a wolf, we usually DNA test them. Then Fish and Wildlife will be here to see those particular animals. But they're also looking at the entire sanctuary as well to make sure it's, because each enclosure has to be up to their standards. So, and they're both different because technically for USDA, a 6-foot high fence is okay. But an 8-foot with 2-foot overhangs is Fish and Wildlife, and we have to have a perimeter because our property is not completely fenced in. So we have 2 enclosures basically, one around the others.
I love this question. It's so, because wolves learn like we do from their elders. These guys born in captivity that are bred by breeders are usually taken away from their mothers at 3.5 weeks old. So they are not given the opportunity to learn anything from their mother, who was also taken away from her parents at 3.5 weeks old. So they can't be released into the wild because they wouldn't know how to survive. And they become dumpster divers, and they become, maybe what people would consider a nuisance. So that's one reason. The second reason is that it's illegal. And so, unfortunately, if they're born in captivity, they have to remain in captivity their entire lives, which, is why it's so important to us, even with the minimal risk, to allow them to run free. Because otherwise, they will never have that opportunity, and that's essential for them as a species. So we try to give them that sense of freedom, but no, unfortunately not.
The reason we're taking this coyote actually is they came from a Fish and Wildlife Rehab Center, was actually pulled out of the wild when they keep them wild generally and they don't have a lot of human interaction, so that then they can release them when they're well. This coyote just got very, very into humans and got so habituated to people, which is unusual when this woman who takes care of them does a really good job at keeping them completely wild so they can go back out there. But because she's too human friendly now, they can't release her back into the wild. She's going to get into some danger. She's going to start trying to be around people. So she's going to come to the sanctuary.
We have time for 2 more questions. Yes.
What kinds of enrichment do you give the wolves aside from the height simulator?
What kind of enrichment?
Yeah.
So part of that is obviously, the exercise is foremost. We also, like you said, we try to give them new friends all the time so they're not just stuck with the one partner that they have, but, they have different relationships. We do hide and seek, we play nose games. What else do we do?
We take the ones that like to go out, like we literally take them out. We take them in the car, we take them to a park, we take them to other places. Some of them don't want to go out, so we mix and match them in the turnout, which is a ½ acre that they can play in. So we're rotating them constantly with each other. They have their towers and their things to climb on and play with, but they've got a lot of attention all day long. We have volunteers working with them all day, so they get that kind of enrichment. Yes.
In terms of birth control, are you more typically neutering the males or spaying the females?
We do both.
Because not only for the females does it help in not breeding, but it actually helps prevent certain cancers later in life. So it actually will prolong their life over the years. So it's for health purposes as well.
Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
We really appreciate being invited here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, honey. We'll see you in a minute. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that presentation. I'll have an offline version as well where I zoomed in on the pups a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna get back to the zoo. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that presentation now. Welcome in Disney Crush, dude. Let's go. Alright, let's get back into the zoo for a little bit. And then we'll be heading out, dudes and dudettes. Let's see. We'll go back here really quick. There's a tourist trail right here. Let's go see if we can see a tourist. I hope you guys are doing well. We just watched a presentation about wolves. I will put that up on my channel as well as an offline thing. They have like a sanctuary for some wolves. So we watched the whole thing about that. It's about 40 minutes. Oh, he's like way back here. You can see his big old shell in there. But he's not gonna come out, dudes. He's like, I'm sleeping. But you can see this big old turtle shell back there. Tortoise shell, not turtle. And they have he was part of the show, I think. The leopard tortoise. He was part of that show. We watched one of them. So.
Was it 25? Yeah. I said 20. I graduated.
So yeah, there's a whole tortoise area here. He's got his own little area. They built this, I think, just a couple years ago. But let's keep going. Let's go check out, see if the lion or tigers are doing stuff. If not, we'll just walk past them for a second. Blue crane. Here's a blue crane. You can now say you saw one if you've never seen a blue crane before. It's just walking around, craning it up. Oh, this is like the one at the zoo we went to the other day too. Hey, buddy. It's just like the one we saw the other day at the zoo. He was making all those noise. Doom, doom, doom. Awesome. Yeah, that day was at the San Diego Safari Park, and here's the crane again. See the crane from this angle. Beautiful. That's a cool crane. I like his look. I like you too, buddy. I like your face. This is the Moore Park Zoo. It's actually it's at a college. It's a teaching zoo. So people come here. These are rescued animals, guys. So remember, all these animals are rescued. They were owned or in some way harmed, so they can't go back live in the wild. So they're here being taken care of, so that they just have a better life, basically. Like this, it does obviously stink that they do have to be in cages, but it's for their protection, all protection, obviously. And they are taken care of by people that go around to a lot of the zoos and wild animal parks we go to later on, like the safari park and the zoo and all that. They'll go over there. I don't think he's out right now, but the gator's got his zone right here. But I don't really see no gator, so it's probably sleeping. Oh, look at that. That's super cool. You can also see right here for our feathered friends. You can see right here. Welcome in. But here's a pretty good example. Why the bathtub? Because this guy was found in a bathtub, I believe. Yeah, they thought they would make a great house plant, so they would keep them in something like that. And obviously, that's not going to work out too well for. But oh, here he is. There you go. Here's Happy. Hi, Happy. Let me get down a little bit for you guys. Hi, Happy. This is Happy the alligator. Yeah, I think I got it right. He was found in a bathtub. Someone thought he would be a good pet, so they brought him home. So now he's here at the Moorpark Zoo, living up his best life, hopefully. Just chilling. Let's keep going now. They're all, oh, right here. Here you go. Look who it is. Hi, Mr. Lion. Oh, lion. Oh my gosh, tiger. They have tigers as well. There's 2 tigers right here. This is their new enclosure that just opened a couple of months ago, I believe. You can see these guys' big old paws. I was hoping he might turn over here, but we might have to go to the other side, which is fine. Oh, there he is. Look at that majestic creature right there. Beautiful. Love tigers. All right. Actually, I mean, you guys have a pretty good view of him, don't you? Oh, look at him. Hi there, tiger. I got a beautiful view of this tiger. I'm just going to stay here, I guess, for a second because he's just chilling here. All right, we can go around. So they do have like a whole, they have all of this. All of this is the enclosure, but so is this inside part. So sometimes they'll just be chilling. It's kind of hard to see because of the reflection, but inside here, there's a whole inside area for them as well. So don't worry, they have plenty of room, these tigers. They have plenty of room here, luckily. I mean, obviously, like any animal, they would probably want a little bit more room, but it is not like a super, super duper small enclosure, at least. All right. Is the other one sleeping? Okay, so there's no one over here, so let's keep going. Oh, here he is too. Oh, the other one's out sleeping way back there. You can see.
Yeah, my daughter actually graduated 22.
Hey, guys!
It's probably a smart idea what this guy's doing.
I feel like he's lost, gonna keep his tiger. Oh, never mind, it goes up again. I thought it opened out.
Do you have, let me see if I can zoom in, it'd be difficult. Let me move you guys, but here's a tiger. You've never seen a tiger up close. We're about maybe 10 feet away from this tiger, maybe. But yeah, let's keep going. It's beautiful. Not seeing my wife yet, so she must still be talking to him. My wife was talking to the animal experts. We're not gonna do this, but there's a reptile house right here. But you can see him right here too. This guy, he's just still out here. Tiger is still out. Yeah, the tiger exhibit's awesome because they just seem to really want to chill in this area for the most part. Uh-oh. Welcome in Disney Secret Kingdom. That was a tiger. We'll see him on the way out too if he's still out. It's not really too busy of a zoo. There's 2 tigers here. And it's a teaching zoo because college students go here. This is where a lot of the trainers that go worldwide and also locally, stuff like San Diego and whatnot, this is where they go to learn training. We were learning about macaws and how they can climb the way they are. It's because they have the 2 in front, 2 in back, little feet, so they can just grab on the thing super easy. So welcome in Disney Secret Kingdom. Hope you guys are doing well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Disagreeing about something.
Nothing has changed.
It looks like you guys got a new box and a lot more freshness. New box that they are happily
Alright. We'll do this super quick. See what animals over here we can see. Oh, another macaw. Another macaw. Oh, is this another one? What kind is this? No, this one's the cockatoo. So there's the cockatoo.
All the birds.
Guys, only step on the right or the rest of the
This is a pretty good playground. We haven't been there before,
Let's go check out the other birds really quick. Be as quick as we can be. Let's see. Oh, this is the laughing kookaburra. Kookaburra. We saw this one over at the. This one was over in San Diego as well when we were over there too. He's not making any noise right now, but he was over there. Because they macaw. Now, which one's this? This is the turkey vulture. We saw him in the show as well. Hi, turkey vulture. It's good to see you. It's so easy to see them right now. Honestly, this is what's really nice. Turkey vulture again. Another one. What's nice is there's not that many people out right now. So this is obviously a bald eagle. If you're in the United States, you should recognize this creature pretty instantaneously. Here's a bald eagle from the $1 bill. Cute. Lots of birds. Oh, we have the great horned owl. These are similar to the Harry Potter ones, I believe. Could be wrong if they're not. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy. Oh. And of course he turned away. The minute I have.
Remember, what she considered.
Dawn. Oh, no thank you. Oh, we got another one here. This is a hawk. This is a Harris hawk right here, everyone. Harris hawk.
Wait, what? No, yeah, he's cool as shit. I didn't even notice.
Oh, they're going back here. This is a Harris hawk. It's got that awesome orange on its wings. All right, we will be at Universal a little bit. There's a small chance I cancel though. I'm gonna do my best, but I am. My lack of sleep last night, I guess. We got a good amount of sleep, but might have been a lot doing Disneyland as late as we were there and driving home and stuff. That's a lot. Oh, monkeys. These are the squirrel monkeys. I think they're getting fed right now or something. They're very excitable. So I would guess something's going on. There's this game right now. People are trying to get the sticker as high as they can get. There's some piggies way over there, but piggies are like super big. There's a coyote over there, but he's not out right now. But yeah, they keep putting these, just trying to see how high people can get. Someone got to 11 feet. Good for them. A couple of the animals are really out. They might be going to the shows though, because there are a bunch of shows. Doing a show right now. We already saw this one now. Yeah, we already saw this one, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go see if we can see the lion over here really quick. We'll go around the monkey stuff, and then I gotta start getting out of here because we gotta go get to a movie about penguins.
Male has a bright silvery
cute. They got a thing over here. This is the miniature horses, which, as they were saying, they're similar. They're different from ponies because they're not babies. They're actually just like adult horses that are smaller. These are just smaller animals, but they're the same proportions. I think ponies are kind of similar. Oh, the donkey's back there. Donkey. Donkey's back there. Once again, they can't be released to the wild, and part of it is the law. Here's a lion. They were feeding him earlier, so I'll put that video up later. I think that was before I was streaming. But the lion's just chilling.
Spray range 7 to 10 feet. Means they can spray you from 10 feet away. Maybe they spit or pee on you. I don't know.
All right, we will try to come back. He is doing his own thing, which is good for Ira.
He's waking up.
Oh, he did move his head, actually. Oh, there we go. Actually, there he is. He finally... Oh, for 2 seconds. Thank you guys so much for the likes, and thank you, Disney Secret Kingdom. Doing my best to show the best. I can be very honest that last night I was so frustrated. We were like one of 3 Disneyland streamers, and we could barely get like anyone for that new Star Wars show. I just don't know what Disney fans want, obviously. No idea. I thought I was a Disney fan before I started to make content for Disney people. And now I'm like, I have no idea what these people want, or the algorithm does it sending me or something, because I don't really get it. I thought people would want to see the new Star Wars show, but we were streaming it and just didn't seem like it was that popular an idea. There were people there besides us, but hi there. Welcome in. There's the little guy over there. Let's keep going. We don't have too much time, unfortunately. We mainly came for the shows today. That was a spider monkey though over here. Let's see if there's any more monkeys, or I can feel some rain too. Oh, look at this guy. There he goes. Hi, buddy. You are very good at swinging. You're much better at swinging than I would be, my friend. Ooh, look at him. He's like walking. Whee! This guy. That was cool. Let's keep moving. We just gotta keep on out seeing one here so we can keep moving. Oh, this guy's out. We can look at him for a second.
Cuando mira a sus entrenadores o la gente que conoce, nomás se la pasa Pero esto más relacionado con un simio o un chimpancé que un mono. Porque es el mismo otro, es una francola, es una especie diferente. Está chiquito, más relacionado a simios.
What type of guy are you, my friend? And let's keep going. Let's see. Oh, here's one. I think. Hi there. You're from Tarzan. Yes, you're from Tarzan. I've seen you in the movie. There's some in this one sometimes. What type is this supposed to be? It's a baboon. That's what it is. That was a baboon. You know, I'll be honest and say that the first 2 shows were good enough. Like, they're trying their best. I think the wolf show was a little bit better. It was kind of cool to see wolves up close, and they were just super cute. So I would say the wolf show was my favorite. That was about 40 minutes almost. I will be posting the offline version where I zoomed in a little bit more on some of the animals. If you guys want to see those, I know they're not going to get too many views. Uh-oh, they're having a fight. They're being aggressive right now. They got their teeth out. They were showing their teeth in form of almost like a fight. They did not like that. Uh-oh. Let's see. But that's nature. Sometimes you just don't get along with your neighbor for a second. Yeah. You're gonna try to get the wolves? Cool. That's awesome. They're gonna love that. How close are they? Okay. It's close enough.
She said she'd be willing. Her name's Paula.
Well, there you go. After this lion, we should probably, and then tiger, we should probably get.
I took some pictures.
Are we sleeping? Okay.
Oh, we rolled over. I have a better picture.
Got it. All right, we're gonna keep going, guys. The lion kept sleeping. The lion kept sleeping, so we're gonna keep going.
The lion, like 10 seconds.
Oh, very cute. They might be able to see that.
I have no idea where they are.
I guess
I've always been bad at geography, Detective Jordan. That's why it's your job. Is that all you have, though? His tail?
Oh, interesting. They're doing another show, it looks like.
I think each time slot
Wow.
is somebody's project.
Good for them. Well, we don't have time to be there all day. That's cool, though.
But this is a neat day. We'll have to look forward to it next year.
That's what I was thinking, is like, because this is probably the best day to come to this zoo. Oh, wait, you see the puppy really quick? That's really quick.
So we don't compare
What kind of puppy is he? He's a singing dog, but what's his actual name? New Guinea singing dog, everyone. If you can see him way back in the back. One of the trainers are back there, so he's looking for something.
Ken is called Stromy. Hi, baby. He looks like he might have cataracts.
I'm sorry, guys. Trying my best. Cute. All right, let's keep going. He is super cute. All right, let's go look at the lions on our way out. What time is it right now? Tigers. Okay, yeah, we need to start going. Oh, the wolves are going for a walk. I'm gonna zoom in really quick. The wolves are going on a walk. You guys see the wolves way down there? They're doing like a wolves walk right now. You can see that these are wolves right here going on a walk. They did a show. They're gonna do a second show in a little bit. We gotta go, but the wolf show was very much worth it, and I'll put it up, guys. It's about 40 minutes. If you guys like wolves, it's really informative about stuff. They even talk about the alpha and how the alpha has been really abused, the term. So they're talking about how like it's basically the mom and dad, or the alphas, but they keep talking about the biggest wolf. You know, in How to Train Your Dragon 2, they have the whole alpha dragon, stuff like that, where like we just make stuff up. We're just like, yeah, the alpha's the biggest one. It's like, that's not always how it works out.
Guy that said that.
Yep, and it screwed everything up. Well, it's also like the human thing. They say that, like, you know, they do the whole like, oh, alpha male crap, and they were talking about that, how it's like alpha doesn't mean just male. It could be the leader of the pack. Oh, they're together, guys. Together at last. Do together at last. And yeah, that's it. So the tigers really quick. Now we're gonna get out of here. Tigers are good with it in the trip though. The tigers are here. Kind of hard to see because the fence is gonna kind of get in the way, but you guys can see there's 2 tigers back here. They have a pretty big exhibit with lots of balls, water, inside area, all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to get to another angle. Hi there, Tiggy. Sometimes I will say tiger or lion, I'll switch off I'm saying the wrong one. Because they have both a lion and a tiger here. So it can get hard. I just forget. Can you see them from here? No, not really. You can kind of see them from here, but they're very cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool way to see tigers. I mean, it's the closest place we can see tigers to us. It's pretty close considering the zoos. Most of the zoos are in bigger areas, but I was explaining to them that this is where people go to train and stuff like that. This is where they go, and then you guys will see people that got trained from here in Fresno, all those places we go, San Diego.
While I was talking to the wolf people,
someone
stopped by that's a former Park Zoo student. And apparently, as part of their training at Park Zoo, they have to go do an internship off campus.
That's where Vine used to work too, I
So
think.
there was a person that wanted to go talk to Paula that was a former.
Yeah.
They knew each other. She had gone
Sure.
there for a couple of weeks to do their internship.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off right here, but thank you guys so much for joining us. Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for joining us. Oh my gosh. I'll be going to Universal in a little bit, so join us for that if you guys want to see Waterwood and some other Universal Studio stuff. But until then, safe journeys, and thank you guys so much for the likes, subscribes, all that good stuff. We'll be back soon. If you guys want to see a Star Wars show, I also put a Star Wars show up from last night that just came out on Friday. So the chances of you seeing that show is pretty slim to none, unless you literally Disney Secret Kingdom that was there first night. So until next time, guys, safe journeys. We'll see you guys soon.